reading. This is going to be a twin flame reading, especially regarding the energies of the full moon, the upcoming full moon on March 21st, depending on where you are in the world. And so a little bit of recap since the last reading. I feel like the energies have been very, very strong, like a big, we have been having a big purification phase, especially regarding the throat chakra. I think for many of you, this might have come up in the last days, like a wish to express your feelings, to express your truth, to let people know how you really feel about things, maybe even to say things that hurt you, and resolve things. And this is all pushing us through this portal of the equinox and the full moon. And it's like we're preparing for welcoming the spring and welcoming everything new that is coming in April. But we have been having energy waves hitting us nonstop. A lot of symptoms like being very tired. Like for me, I know when a wave is coming because I immediately feel like I have to go to sleep. Like really, really, really tired. And the only thing that will get rid of that feeling is literally sleeping for a couple of hours or even like longer. So please take a lot of water, drink a lot of water, rest if you can. Try to do things to feel good, to rejuvenate. And so we're going to see this week how both feminine and masculine energies are feeling, and how this full moon is going to affect us or not. We will see what messages and what is the energy for the full moon for the divine masculines and feminines. Okay. So I always start with the masculine energies, and then we'll do one row for both. I don't want this reading to be too long. I think my first reading was a bit too long. But let me know how you feel about readings, and please leave your comments, like, share, subscribe. I'm here. And after this, After this, I will probably start recording videos about certain spiritual topics. So you can let me know what topics would you like me to talk about in the comment section. Could be twin flame related, about healing, about, I don't know, awakening your third eye, about chakras, about energy systems, about mantras, about meditation, anything in that. If you have any doubts, awakening, Kundalini energy, Kundalini rising, what it means, because there's a lot of things that are out there in the spiritual community, and I think some even like confuse people. So I'll do my best to break them down for you. Okay, please show me the divine feminine now. So earlier I was meditating, and I was feeling the energy of Shakti and Shiva very strongly. So if you guys are familiar with the mantra Om Namah Shivaya and Om Shakti Ma, I would definitely do that. It balances the energies of the divine feminine and divine masculine aspects within us. So I'll probably chant a little bit in the end so you get an idea of how to chant the mantra if you're not familiar with it. Show me the divine feminine energy. these. Okay, bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. And let's see here for the masculine. What do we have? Okay, so I'm an intuitive reader, so I'm not doing reversals right now, but I might depending on the energies. Right now I'm taking them all like this. Okay. So the full moon energy. Okay, the first card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So I think for many of the Divine Masculine, this is a time of focusing. They're really focusing on their work, like waiting to reap some rewards, maybe in the work area, but also maybe with their Divine Feminine. Like, but because it's next to the Nine of Wands, excuse me, I feel like they have been a bit guarded lately. They're fearing, like, even like my throat chakra right now, it's starting to do that. So I feel like they are really, really guarded in the way they're expressing themselves, if at all, with the Divine Feminine. And I think the full moon energy is going to bring them forward. It's like the full moon energy is going to push them through this, like, very guarded energy. Because here you see we have the Seven of Pentacles and then the Nine of Wands, which is this guarded energy, like protecting their heart, protecting their feelings. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's 7 guarded, 8. So I feel like the full moon is going to push them through this energy, or it's going to clear that energy out of them so they can move on forward and work through their feelings, their emotions, and anything that still needs to be processed. And I think also they're receiving like a lot of throat chakra, I would say, yeah, like activations, but maybe it's just like the processing of feelings through expression. Like maybe this week they are going to talk with a lot of people with whom they're going to practice sort of explaining things to them, or expressing their mind, expressing their feelings, their thoughts. And then we have the Seven of Swords next to the Sun card for the Divine Masculine. So I feel like the full moon is actually illuminating this hidden part, or these hidden aspects of the Divine Masculine. Like, I think it's going to shine a light on everything that they may have been like putting off or not really wanting to face, and it's going to come out like so like strongly, but also in a manner that is going to be good for them. So in a way that they will be able to see the things that they hadn't seen before, and they're going to be able to move on with joy. You know, the Sun card is always, for me, it's always a very, very positive card. And it also speaks of, to me, of healing the inner child and the bonding wounds and inner child wounds. So as you know, with Twin Flames, it's very crucial to step into the process of healing bonding wounds since childbirth, or even before. It could be issues relating the mother, the conditions in the womb space before we were even born and incarnated in this earth. So there's a lot of baggage, and I feel like this is representing the soul healing really deep emotional wounds of bonding, and also I'm getting that they're going to be healing past life wounds. regarding being betrayed or having betrayed their divine feminines, and also like all these obstacles to love, you know, like in ancient times where you weren't supposed to marry one person, you were supposed to marry someone, and where love had like really little to do. There were a lot of power struggles through marriages, and I think the divine masculine templates as well as the feminine I'm getting, um, it's going to be a release. This full moon is going to help us release another layer of old female and masculine templating that we are ready to release and to bring in the new. So you can also do an exercise of consciously invoking these, like consciously invoking your spirit team or spirit or God, the creator, however you call it, and work with them to assist you in liberating all female and masculine templates that you hold through your ancestral lineage, bloodline, cellular memory, um, all dimensions throughout all space time, all your throughout all your multidimensionality, and to be replaced with new earth templates and the new female and the new divine feminine and new divine masculine energies. So that it could be really crucial for both of you, for divine masculine and divine feminine, to do this week. I would highly advise it. And we're going to pull a couple of clarifiers in a moment. I'm just going to go through the feminine energy first. So for the divine feminine, this full moon is bringing, I think, a lot of fulfillment, you know, even through the pain, even through, it's like the divine feminine is sitting there and she's looking at all that she has accomplished through the journey, through her life, and you know, for all sensitive beings and all like old souls, you have been through really hard things and really hard times, and you decided to incarnate in these really tough situations, tough family situations, and I think it could be a really nice moment for all divine feminines to do a ritual, to do a full moon ritual where you are giving thanks to yourself. You know, you take the time to give thanks to yourself, not only to spirit but to yourself, for everything you have endured and everything you have accomplished um, until this day. And I think you will receive all the strength, the care that you need. And it will also be a good time to connect with your sexual energy, with your sensual energy. And if you haven't looked that up or learned a little bit about that, it would be really nice for you to do some research about how the feminine energy can really bring you into your power. You know, this is coming into your power, coming into your own through mastering your sexual energy and your feelings and emotions. So creativity, you could do something like in the full moon ritual, like write or draw, or write down your thoughts, your emotions, write down of how you see your connection to yourself, how you feel your connection to your sexual energy, you know, and really give yourself time and space to explore that energy and to invite it more into your life each and every day, and to shine more light upon that, you know. Okay, and then we have the Five of Wands and the Moon card. So I think, again, this purification process, full moons, they are always a great way, a great gateway, literally, to let go of all the things that we have already mastered, you know, and that we wish to let go. So it could also be a good thing if you want to write down the things that you're ready to let go of and then burn them. Or just surrender them to God and all this energy of like conflict, and I'm getting that this is more like conflict with yourself, you know, or conflict with yourself about your twin. So I would really focus on your self-worth, you know, on really admiring yourself, seeing yourself as a part of divine creation, and seeing yourself as a part of a grander plan, and seeing yourself as powerful and wise, and connecting to your intuition, connecting to animals, connecting to nature. If you can go out in nature, that would be really good to let go of these old things, you know, and all the strife and all that we have been put through as women, um, through many, many lifetimes, you know, and all our imprinting. So it would be also really good if you can do an energy healing, ancestral, clearing your ancestral bloodlines, your lineages, clearing for all your ancestors, for all the female lineages, mother and father. That would also really help to release this. Because then we have, you know, the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. So I think the strong advice here is also to, I know you've heard it 1,000 times, but as a divine feminine, but to focus on the love and focus on the compassion, and see yourself as a child, you know, see the inner parts that are mostly hurting, you know, us, and our emotional sides that still need to be healed, are kind of like a little kid. So you don't want to like judge the little kid and like, I don't know, like yell at him because he did something wrong or because he's struggling with things. You want to like show him compassion, you know? And the same as in regards to your twin flame. I think it's a crucial time for us to show compassion. Obviously have boundaries, you know, like healthy boundaries. You know where you're at in your twin flame journey. But in the end, focusing on the love and focusing on the on forgiving, and also focusing on your twin flame as a divine mirror, you know, like owning the part that whatever you see in him that you don't like, you also have a part of that, or you're also, it's not like a guilt thing, but you might also have a part of this, you know. So you can, instead of taking it as in a wrong way, you can just like try to like to heal it, or just love it. And a lot of times you will be surprised to see how just by loving something, even if you don't like it, it will completely change and transform and become something new. So this is the cup of renewal, you know. This is like the new love, but it's also renewed love and a renewed way of feeling, of experiencing the world. And I think this journey is also giving all the divine feminines right now and this opportunity, you know. It's like God saying here, see all the good, see all the possibilities, see and reinvent yourself, reinvent your life. Like, you don't have to be bound to anything. You have this cup in your hand, you know, and you have freedom. Here's a dove. So this freedom is yours, and you can choose to be as free as you want to be, and also emotionally free. You know, even though you're invested, even though you have your twin flame, you can still be emotionally free and attract through your emotions what you need at this time. Okay, so I hope that resonates with some of you out there. So let me just pull some clarifiers from this little tarot deck. I really like it. Let me know if you want me to put the descriptions of the tarot decks that I use. So we have, yeah, like Three of Wands. The three is up so strong. It's like it's mastery, you know. And I think the divine feminine is really coming to a place of mastery, and the divine masculine is following too. Maybe he's a little slower, maybe, you know, they also, many of the divine masculines, depending on your and when your journey started, but they started to have this huge shifts and transformation a lot after the divine feminine had already started, you know. Yeah, and we have the 10 of Cups. So focus on that, you know, focus on the third energy, focus on mastering everything you have learned, focus on seeing everything you have already mastered. And then also focus on the love, on the abundance, on everything you have every day, you know? Everything, be grateful for everything that is already there, and more of that will come instead of doing the opposite, right? Okay, so let me see. Yeah. What other advice can we get right now through this full moon energy for the divine masculine? What other advice is there for the divine masculine? I'm seeing that they are really working, you know. Maybe they're not that conscious of how they are working on the spiritual realms, but the divine masculine is really like going for it. And it says law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Right, so this is a little bit what I was talking about. Full moons are a huge portal. They are like the biggest. We receive the biggest amounts of energy during full moons. So all the ancients and all the sages have always known that, and it's a really, really good thing to harness these energies, because they can go both ways. Like everything, we live in a world that has polarity. So if you learn how to harness the power of the full moons, you can use it to purify your body, purify your mind, your soul, to heal, to release. And the greatest way to do that is through a simple ritual, like what I just mentioned, you know. And even if you don't have time to do the whole ritual, you can just use a few minutes of your time and set your intentions and make that moment sacred. You know, go into meditation, meditate for 10 minutes and focus on releasing everything you don't no longer need, and then filling up. It's really important that you fill up with the new energy, you know? So first cleaning and letting go, and then filling up with energy. And basically what you focus on is what you're attracting. So there are many layers of this, and there are many layers to the law of attraction as well. So I don't want any one of you to think that, oh, you know, I'm working on attracting this and it hasn't manifested. Is there something wrong with me? No, there are also other laws in the universe, and there are also certain lessons that we need to learn, and there are many ways of working at things. So the most important thing for me is that you work with your heart, and that you focus on being as compassionate as you can be with yourself and love yourself. That's what's going to keep you always in your path. And if you need any assistance with that, or if you need a healing, I'm here, I am available, and you can see that, or you can contact me through the links below. So let me see if we have another message from the Divine Feminines, the Divine Feminine energy, which we are anchoring, the goddesses. Yes. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So you know, you know where you are. You know what you are holding there. You know, if she's holding there a flame, and this is basically like saying, you know, your heart is one of the most important things that you should listen to. We get caught up oftentimes in the mind, in analyzing, in focusing on the outside and the outside world. But if you truly, truly want to know what your path is, and you want direction and you want advice, always go to your heart. So this is beautiful, guys. Let me see if there's one more. Ooh. Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So also that connecting with nature for the divine feminines, or even for the divine masculines, I think this is very important. If you can, wherever you are, it would be great if you can go outside. If you live in the city, go to the countryside, connect with the trees, connect with water, connect with the elements. And if you can't, then you can also do a meditation, and you can go there astrally. You can astrally travel to a place in nature that you love, or to a place of power that you love. Okay, guys, well, this was the reading. Let me see. Okay, we're just going to pull 2 more cards. One final advice for the divine masculine. And one. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Again, as I think it's the same as last week. Trust. You have strong connection to your soul's loving voice, and you have faith in your intuition. Okay, so divine masculines are connecting more with their intuition, which is really great news, because that's them connecting in with their divine feminine inside, the high priestess. So I think that's huge, because that also means that they're getting closer to connecting to their feelings and emotions. Okay. And for the divine feminine, acceptance. You're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So, divine feminines, go with the flow. Accept everyone, accept your situation, thank the universe, and most of all, accept yourself. Like, practice self-acceptance and self-love every day, each single day. Even if you dedicate only 3 minutes to yourself, those 3 minutes are precious and are timeless for everything, for your heart, for your spiritual evolution, for your spiritual development. When people start meditating, they want to meditate a lot, and some people can. For some people it's easy. I remember when I started meditating, I would meditate like 3 hours a day or more. I was like obsessed, because I had finally found like a part of me that I felt that had been missing for a long time. But there are people who can only manage to sit 2 minutes or 3 minutes in meditation, or in a meditative state. So work with what works for you. Don't look at the other people. Don't think that you're behind or that you're going ahead of them. Just focus on you and accept wherever you are in your journey in your life. And things from that perspective, things will start to shift and will start to transform easily and effortlessly. Okay. So that was it, guys. If you need anything, any healings, or if you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to hear from you. And I will see you next time for the Twin Flame Weekly reading. Bye-bye.